why. It's me, your little baker boy. I'm Simon. Today, we got some cool stuff going on. My sister was kind enough to get me a new cookbook. So I'm not actually baking anything from this, but the cool thing is it has some drinks in it. So, you know, the perfect gift for me. Things that involve alcohol. Love that. And baking, you know. So, win-win. I'm going to be making a scorpion bowl. This is supposed to be like a party punch. But, you know, it's always a party over here at BUI, am I right? Also, it's fine that the cat's on the counter. It's very safe. Today, I'm making cinnamon crumble coffee cake. I don't know what I'm doing with this show anymore. I'm going to be using a list of ingredients with the measurements because for the past couple things they've tasted like shit. Well, they just haven't been good. A couple episodes ago, the thing that I made for my mom, it was so bad that it wasn't that bad, but it would have been embarrassing to send it to her. So I did it. So for this episode at least, I'm going to have the measurements along with the ingredients, but I won't have the steps. So that might be difficult. Who knows? I don't know how big of a thing this makes, so I'm going to start off with making it half. 4 ounces of orange juice, 3 ounces of pineapple juice. It says passion fruit juice, but I don't know where to get passion fruit juice. So I just got Dragonberry Bacardi. It calls for rum, don't worry. So I'm gonna do 1 ounce of this. For those of you who watched our pineapple upside down cake, the dark rum from that episode's popping up again. I need 1 ounce of this. This is a lot of alcohol. I guess it's only 3 shots so far, that's not bad. Is that bad that I don't think 3 shots is that bad? Oh, this is supposed to have gin in it too, I forgot that. Well, shit, so I'm just winging it now. I'm gonna do 1 ounce of grenadine. I think I'm gonna do another 1 ounce of the light rum to make up for the gin that I'm missing. I'll throw in some loose pine needles too. All right, it's also supposed to have lemon juice. I didn't get that. Oh, I might have a lime. Holy shit, y'all. Now it's a party. I can put a fresh lime in there. Oh yeah. Last, I'm gonna throw some maraschino cherries in there. And this is my drink for the day. It's called Scorpion Punch, Scorpion something, Scorpion Juice. Let's give it a taste test and a rating. This is really strong. It is not great. I also didn't make it right, so this isn't on Snoop Dogg and E40. I give that like a 5-4. I think I just don't like dark rum. I know that when we bought this, it was the cheap one. Probably can't say that on the video, but it was the cheap one, and it tastes like poison. Cheers, everybody. This butter was supposed to be softened. It's not. I need 2 cups of flour. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I know that this is probably coming out in like sometime. Did you have a good Valentine's Day? Did you have a nice date with your partner? That was Piper doing a nice little jump on the camera. And if you didn't have a partner, you're a fucking loser. I'm just joking. I'm in the same boat. We're losers together. I need baking powder. I need 2 teaspoons. This is strong, man. I'm already feeling it. Need vanilla. You don't measure vanilla, you just do it. Like that. Why am I already sweating? Do you guys get sweaty? 3/4 of a cup. Baking is a workout. Ah, shit. You guys are going to make fun of me for that, huh? Breaking out the old classic electric mixer that my grandma gave me. That's from the 18th century. Do you guys remember the 18th century? There's like, I don't know, maybe fucking pirates. Does that sound right? Fucking pirates? Not fucking pirates. I mean, I can't speak to the pirate's personal life. Alright, that milk and egg has been beat thoroughly. I'm gonna throw this butter in, even if it's only mildly soft. Ooh, that's kind of real soft. I think I might have nailed it, guys. If you don't soften your butter ahead of time, you end up with chunky milk butter, and it looks delicious. I'm gonna guesstimate. It's about 3/4. Nailed it. Now let's see if this incorporates at all. All right, you guys. I think I fucked up. I'm going to double boil this. Is that gonna cook my eggs? I might have fucked up. I think I'm doing this slightly wrong. I might have fucked up good. This one might be, we're just going for it. We're going for it. This is going into here. Oh, that's so fucking gross. I'm sorry. I fucked this up, but I'm too detailed. I know you're saying, Simon, you only did one step. You haven't even made like the cake batter yet. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm lazy. But we're gonna keep the party going, baby. If you're watching this for actual like baking advice and help, just do the opposite of what I do. I think I'm trying my best. And that's what really counts. Not if the people who eat your desserts die. That's their fucking problem, not yours. Tablespoon, I know what that is. Half a cup of flour. I'm also eyeballing that. It's about a half a cup. I know that you love your dishes with Simon segment, but I fucking hate doing the dishes. I would rather die. I would rather die. All right, I'm doing half a cup of brown sugar. Here's the thing though, this is a filling. I literally have no idea where this goes. I'm assuming this is just like a crumble layer underneath the crumble layer. I'm just winging it, man. Guess we'll see. This is like dry as shit. The next step is basically the same shit. Almost exactly the same shit. Except I have 5 tablespoons of butter. This is a big drink. And it tastes bad too. Oh, I should probably turn the oven on. I'm gonna say 350. Sounds about right. What type of books you read? I've been binge watching Twilight, and I am about halfway through the second book. I don't know about you guys, but Twilight, it's worth a read. Next up is a good amount of cinnamon. We'll say that's a good amount. Why is there flour in every step of this recipe? Guys, I'm really feeling that. I don't think I'm mentally prepared enough for it to be this strong. Did I have lunch today? Alright, I'm not saying whoever invented this recipe is dumb, but this is supposed to be the topping and that's the filling. And this is the cake batter. But I feel like this is the filling and that's the topping. And that's obviously still the cake batter. If that wasn't the cake batter, we'd be fucking shit up royally. We'll see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, and if I was just saying that the person who made this recipe is an idiot, I'm sorry. I don't know. That sounded bitchy. That's what that sounded like. I'm not super bitchy. I'm bitchy enough. Alright, gotta grease this bad boy up. Cake batter is still super thick, which is fine. That's not bad. Coffee cake's kind of like bready, you know. It's not super cakey. I might have used way too big of a pan. Guess we'll fucking see. I'm assuming this is right. This looks pretty bad, but I'm assuming that's someone else's fault. It's not mine. I'm trying my best, guys. I swear. I swear I'm doing what I can with what I got. And what I got is a subpar braid. Alright, last step. We got some crumbly shit. I'm just gonna throw this all over the top. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like. but that's what it does look like. It is now time for your favorite segment, Dishes with This Guy. Lucky for you, there's a fuck ton of dishes today. Do you listen to the podcast, and that's why we drink? I've been binging it. I'm all about that paranormal, true crime stuff. Kind of been popping up in my dreams. Do you guys ever have nightmares and you're like, that was a sick ass nightmare? I had a really cool nightmare where, don't steal this because I'm turning it into a movie. It was kind of these demons. Their thing was their ghosts that like altered reality. I didn't see all of the demons. I don't remember who played all of them, but I remember one was specifically Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's like main thing was she altered your perception of reality. And so where you didn't know what was real, there was a point where we were running through the haunted house where Lady Gaga was at. There was a point where I thought I was fighting a monster, and it turned out I was fighting my brother and I bashed his head in. If he's watching this, I'm sorry. But that was the thing. I didn't know it was him. I thought it was a demon. So I actually had a mixing bowl, which is relevant to this. And I was just bashing his brains in with a mixing bowl, thinking it was a demon, thinking I was saving everybody. But then Lady Gaga did her thing and was like, bam! And it was like, oh man. That was my brother the whole time. And then my dog woke me up and I was like, fuck, I want to go back there with Lady Gaga. She was like the head honcho of all the demons. I actually am a skeptic. I don't actually believe in ghosts, but I have one story that I don't know what fucking happened there. I was a custodian for my local university. I cleaned a bunch of different buildings, and there was this one specific building that always gave me the heebie-jeebies. And there was one day that I showed up, and this is in the midst of COVID. I go down, and in the basement, it's set up like the storage in Annabelle. I don't know, it's pretty common in like bigger cities and big apartment buildings, but like the fenced in storage areas, and that's what the basement looked like, and it had one pole string light in it, and it was at the back of the room. Since this was in the middle of COVID, there was probably like 4 people working in the building throughout the day. No one really used this building. Everyone was working from home. I show up one day, and the basement door, which is always locked, and I've never had to go in, that door was just open, and the very back light was on. So I immediately go, turn it off, close the door, lock it up, and then I go about my cleaning business. Given this is like 4 a.m. We clean before there's a chance of anyone being there. And so I go about my cleaning. There's this room, I don't know, it rarely seemed very used. Our duties for cleaning offices was taking out the trash and making sure their floors were clean enough. I went in this office, and I walked diagonally to the opposite corner from the door, picked up their trash, and I turned around, and the doors were one of those that like automatically close. And I turn around to the closed door, and then right when I turn around, all of the pictures on the wall start shaking, and I'm just sitting there with the trash can, and the pictures are shaking, and then all at once they just stop, drop dead still, and I'm still sitting there with my trash can. I'm like, and then the door's just like creaks itself open. It's just like, and so I'm sitting there with my trash can, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm fucking done with this. I go and I dump it out, and I leave. And that's the one thing that's unexplained in my life. I'm still a skeptic. I don't know what the fuck that was about. It was 6 a.m. There was no one else in the building. I went and checked. My family's all been like, it was like an AC unit on the roof. I looked. There's no AC unit on the roof there. And so I stopped cleaning that office. And so it probably piled up with trash. That's not my fucking problem. The pictures on the wall, that's the fucking problem. I'm that guy though. Boom! You see that? You see that? And if you're looking for a hot date for Valentine's Day, hit me up. If this comes out before Valentine's Day. If it's after Valentine's Day, still hit me up. I'm probably still lonely. Did you guys like my ghost story? I like talking about spooky shit. I also live, don't hunt me down. I live in Wyoming. If it were an earthquake, that'd be a pretty big deal, because that'd mean that Yellowstone's exploding and we're all gonna fucking die. It wasn't an earthquake, that I know for a fact. Nothing in the news about any crazy weather stuff that would shake an entire building. But that was the other thing, is it didn't feel like the whole building was shaking. I literally turned around and it was just like the pictures were vibrating on the wall. Oh, I forgot there's cherries in this bitch. I'm gonna eat so many cherries once I'm done. I think it might be done. I'm gonna call it. All right, it's time to try this. On my phone it looks gray. It's not gray. It's kind of gray. I'm a middle piece guy, so I'm gonna take this middle piece. Look at how beautiful that looks. What have I made? Something actually good for once? Oh, this is not good. Guys, this is phenomenal. This might be the best thing that I've ever made on this channel. The cake part of it is so light and fluffy, it's insane. And then the cinnamon and brown sugar is just like such a nice balance with it. I'm giving it an 8.5. Yeah, I went there. 8.5. Everything else to this point, blown out of the fucking water. Thank you for watching. This has been another episode of BUI. I don't know how to run this show.